What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Yes, I definitely got my coffee on deck this morning. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing community. And salute to all of my subs rocking with me. It don't stop around this motherfucker, you feel me? Um, Please hit the like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Look here, man. Ted here early for this one. He early for this one. He said he early. I want to get up early for this one. He said, shaboing yoing, man. Shaboing yoing. Paul George up in there talking about, oh man, well man, all these guys, these reporters are harassing me, motherfucker. You know you like it, nigga. Shit, that motherfucker was probably like boing. Everybody get out of my dressing room. I'm like, bitch, bring your ass over here. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Paul George up in there crying. Man, these reporters, man, they harassing me, motherfucker. You wasn't saying that in the strip club. Uh-oh, Alex up in here. Sorry, Alex, man. The Pistons, they play tonight. They ain't played last night. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see how they look. They play tonight, though. And don't say that I'm wrong. They do play tonight, nigga. All right? You know, man, they don't play tonight. Nigga, they did win. I said the Pistons lost on preseason. It's like, no, nigga, we won. Nah, nigga, we won, man. Paul George up in there, man. Man, the media, they keep harassing me. Motherfucker, you wasn't saying that, man, when you was getting domed up by one of them thick media members. You know that's what they do. But like, look, hey, after this, hey, meet me outside, all right? Well, I'm going to take you on a dinner date, all right? What up, Pierce? What's up? What's going down, man? Yeah, I know they do. I know they do. But you, like I said, man, you gotta have one team, man. All this two-team bullshit. You better get up out of here with that. How do you become a mod? Well, man, you gotta show up and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be consistent. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about both of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All right. First off, I know everybody. You know, everybody want to talk about. You know, the Lakers. As we know, you know, Bronny and LeBron, they celebrated first father and son duo in the NBA, rather, to touch foot on the floor. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It kind of got to me just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, as a parent, you know what I'm saying. Even though I don't like the fact that Bronny is in a uniform, and I feel like Oliveri or somebody else should have a roster spot, you know what I'm saying. But it did kind of get to me just a little bit, man, because I am a parent or whatever. But having said all of that, uh, they better have won, and they won despite of LeBron. Okay, now we all know how the game went. The Lakers intensity. I'm gonna say this, man, and I know some people gonna be mad. I know a lot of LeBron haters. They wanted to get on this motherfucker and destroy both JJ Redick, LeBron, and Bronny and all that stuff. You could not say that last night. You couldn't say that shit. Yeah, the Griffiths were there. Yeah, Ken Griffey Senior and Junior. That was remarkable. Yeah, I saw that. But you could not say that. Let's get to the game. All right. All the fiasco, the circus. You know I don't do that shit around here. Man, we like to get to the core. We want you to feel this shit in your bones. You know what I'm saying? Ah, man, we ain't gonna talk about that. Oh, kumbaya, my Lord. All that other bullshit now. Oh Lord, here go Peekaboo. Uh-oh, here go Jack in the box. Stephen Green, here go every now and again, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get hot in the kitchen, man. You get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? Salute to Japan. Salute to everybody in Japan. Salute to everybody in Asia. Salute to Okinawa. Salute to Taiwan. Salute to Korea. You know what I'm saying? Like, salute to Asia, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't with none of that racist stuff. Yeah, peekaboo. Yeah, like peekaboo. That's what Steven be doing, like on Mortal Kombat. Whoopsie! You know that motherfucker, man. Whoopsie! Now, I'm going to get back to it, all right? Now, first and foremost, shout out to AD. Shout out to AR-15 and Rui. Listen, I think AD's voice is being heard. Like I told y'all, just go ahead and say straight was right, okay? I was right about two things. The other thing, I'm going to talk about in a minute. I still haven't heard y'all say that, okay? But I told y'all that AD, when he plays, he's playing angry right now. He's playing like he's playing out of his mind. He's a straight monster. Not a monster, all right? A monster, nigga. Straight monster. And when AD plays like that, there is no motherfucker in this league that can stop him. I'm talking about a healthy AD, 36-16. Okay? And straight up just dominated Rudy Gobert. The T-Wolves, their intensity, the Lakers' intensity was unmatched. I can't lie to you. JJ Redick, he brought intensity. I can't even lie to you. Now, he still got a lot of learning to do. But, man, as far as I could see, the Lakers were on point. Now, they got to play like this all the time. Now, you got people up in here saying they're going to go 75-7 and all this other stuff. Now, hey, look, don't be a prisoner of the moment. Hey, what's up? But hey, that's how you play. Great monster. That's how you play. That's how, if AD plays like that and he wants to make a statement, he should have won the Defensive Player of the Year. Him or Wembanyama. And I stand by that. Speaking of K Dizzle being up in here. K Dizzle, that's your Defensive Player of the Year? K Dizzle, so you trying to tell me that Rudy should be Defensive Player of the Year? Playing like that? Minnesota was playing out of sync. Ant-Man, as much as he had 20, he had his and all that other shit, but he displayed very low basketball IQ. Very low. He's not trying to make any space to get open. He's worried about getting the ball and all this other stuff. Nah, you're supposed to take control, man. What's up, Cypress? Another peekaboo. Yeah, peekaboo, Jack in the Box, you know what I'm saying? Here every now and again. Give you a little bit. There's some hoes in here, you know what I'm saying? There's some hoes in it out there in day, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he got to run for the conversation, you know what I'm saying? But nah, we going to get into it, whether you like it or not. Let's talk about it. K Dizzle, you up in here now? Rudy Gobert is nowhere near the level of Wembanyama, nowhere near the level of AD, nowhere near the level of goddamn Bam Adebayo. And I know Anthony Edwards is thinking in his head, oh shit, what the fuck? Rui Hachimura. I like the way Rui was aggressive. He playing like he did when he was in Gonzaga. I like that. AR-15, all that shit talk about Austin Reeves. I told you, Cypress, he could play defense. Did you see how he was playing the passing lane? All of this, and they did it without LeBron. With LeBron not being on the floor, hey, you got to give props to JJ Redick. You got to give props to him. I don't like the motherfucker, all right? But I give him props. They did it despite LeBron not being on the floor. I know he's looking good. He's the best player on the team. He's been the best player. He's the best player on the team last year. You got to keep going to him. You got to feed it when it's hot. All this lighting the ass. Hey, AD, he was lighting the ass at one point. Remember, AD was lighting the ass. Oh, he too skinny and all this other stuff. You can't say that shit no more. Come on, you got to keep that same energy. The T-Wolves, like I told y'all. I told Ted, I told Cypress, I told Steven, I told everybody up in this motherfucker, I told y'all, it was not a good trade on both ends. What the fuck is New York doing? What the fuck was that? At least Minnesota was somewhat competitive. New York gave up in the goddamn second quarter. You said the Mavs shot selection? Well, listen, Klay Thompson really doesn't have to do as much. He's going to take a lot of weight off of the shoulders of a lot of guys. But get it back to the Lakers. See, that's my thing. See, and see, now I want to talk about Minnesota for a second. See, you got guys on there, they don't have any continuity yet. These guys don't have any continuity. Julius Randle, if I'm not mistaken, he Julius Randle whatsoever. Minnesota, I'm gonna be real with you. They look like a completely different team in New York. Oh yeah, all this stuff about oh man, Cat, he gonna do it. All this other stuff. Nah, not playing against the champs. I know it's early in the season. I'm not gonna be a prisoner of the moment, but I will stand by this. If AD plays like this consistently throughout the whole entire regular season, he could fuck around and be MVP. And he could fuck around and be Defensive Player of the Year because he was a monster on the rebound and a monster and a terror and a nightmare on defense. One thing that you can say about AD, he's always been good defensively. Ever since coming out of Kentucky. That's what he was known for. He really, honestly, yeah, he was athletic and stuff like that. But if you go back and look at college, he didn't score that much. It was all about his defense and rebounds and superior way of blocking shots and stuff. And I think people forgot about that with AD. Yeah, Joe Ingles. I forgot. Yeah, Joe Ingles is on there too. They got a lot of new pieces on that Minnesota team. See, I told you they were gonna leave, like Stephen Green, Cypress, and them. I told you they were gonna bounce, man. Because they knew that I was right. I told y'all that nobody won this trade, man. This trade was a horrible trade on both ends. You want to keep the shit while it's hot. Now you have a completely different team. And then this is my thing. How come Terrence Shannon Jr. didn't play? Where the fuck was Terrence Shannon Jr.? You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't, nigga. You up in that falling asleep. Me. Three Stooges snoring ass and shit like that, nigga. You better wake your ass up. This is the NBA season, nigga. Get your car. You know, get you some fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? Some shit, you know what I'm saying? Wake your motherfucking ass up. Wait, hold on. Fentanyl's down and all this other shit. Anyway, do something, shit, you know. Yeah, damn. Yeah, he worried about the Spurs and shit. And I told you, you know, like K Dizzle, he said the Spurs ain't gonna be good. Watch them. That's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on how AD is gonna play. I'm gonna tell y'all that shit, the Sixers shit, they're not playing this week. So y'all can get out. Oh yeah, Paul George, he's gonna make an impact. There ain't no impact now. Shit, the motherfucker gonna be sitting down. They're not playing the whole entire week. Joel Embiid and Paul George. They're not playing. So hooray! You all this talk. Oh, he's gonna bring them over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you should have just stayed where you was at. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not gonna get on Paul George too much. That shit, it does happen. But what I am gonna say is like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing in your spare time? Because it looks to me that you focus on goddamn podcasts and shit. What? Hold on. Did you just say that they'll be fine? Hold on. Was Kobe fine with broken fingers? Yeah, he was. Was Isaiah Thomas fine with broken ankles? Yeah, he was. Was Bill Walton? I mean, was Kevin McHale? Was he fine with a broken foot? Yeah, he was. Was Dwight Howard fine with a fucked up back and a messed up shoulder? Yeah. He was. No, I think I'm gonna sit down. Motherfucker, you just had meniscus surgery. And on top of that, you played in the fucking Olympics. There ain't no goddamn excuses. Talk about he gonna be fine. There's a lot of niggas that played in the Olympics and they showed up for open night. Anthony Edwards, he played in the Olympics. Let's keep going. Anthony Davis, he played in the Olympics. LeBron played in the Olympics. Derek White played in the Olympics. Jason Tatum played in the Olympics. Motherfucker, you had rest. You had time to rest and sit down. You didn't play no preseason, none of that. You got to get rhythm. Talk about, oh, they'll be fine. That's why I don't get on Paul George as much. See, that's the problem. Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. Bouncing his ass out of the second round, first round, then we'll be back to the same old goddamn conversation. Give Maxey his props. He is the cornerstone of that franchise, not Joel Embiid. Okay, pay attention to Maxey. Okay, I know it's hard to. I know you want you used to mediocre niggas and shit like that, but we don't like mediocre shit around here. At least I don't. He got a mediocre mentality. Jokic played in the Olympics. Guess what? He gonna be playing. Wembanyama, all that shit y'all talked about that, guess what? He playing in the preseason, all this, no excuses. You didn't play no entire preseason at all. I've been saying that. It is Maxey's team. All these damn excuses, oh man, I'm gonna sit down and all this other shit. Nah, get your ass up, motherfucker. That's why I would have rather have, at least I would have rather had Jalen Brunson on that motherfucker. That's not the way you start off. You're supposed to start off. You see how AD started off? That's how you start off a season. You have to let motherfuckers know. When Jordan came in the first goddamn game, he was letting your ass know you in for a nightmare the whole goddamn season. This is how it's gonna be. You have to let them motherfuckers know. New York, what the fuck are they doing? They don't got no continuity. All this shit that y'all talked about, oh, Cat, he gonna make a difference and all this other bullshit. Look, it's evident right now that this is gonna be a horrible thing, man. Right now, like they had already had continuity together, Brunson and Randall. Randall just couldn't stay healthy. Now he's playing with somebody. He's in a whole new system. Like, these guys got to learn each other. Listen, from the looks of it, and I might be a prisoner of the moment a little bit. I might be hitting the panic button or whatever, but it doesn't look like they're going to get to the Western Conference Finals again. I got to give JJ Redick his credit. I did say that if he but you know, it's like I said, it's early in the season on both ends, on both ends of the coin. It's early for both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit up here and be a prisoner of the moment and say that the Lakers are gonna win the championship and all this other stuff. I ain't gonna go that far, but I will say that AD is gonna have if he plays like this, he'll have an MVP-like season, and he can fuck around and win Defensive Player of the Year, depending on what Wemby does this year. I know y'all want to see Wemby fail and all that other stuff, but nah, I'm riding for Wemby around here, man. We ride for Wemby around here, man. You know what I'm saying? Wemby that guy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he in the land of the trill. You know what I'm saying? Wemby over here in the land of the trill, nigga. Yeah. Man, you gotta love Wemby, man. Like if you don't like Wemby, man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Maybe it's the fact that you ain't never seen somebody at 7'4" do some of the shit that he doing. It looks like he you know what it is? I think some of y'all motherfuckers don't like Wemby because he a goddamn cheat code. That's what it is. That's what it is. He a cheat code. Wemby would be the guy when King James and AD retired. What the hell are you talking about? No, you said when they retire. Motherfucker he ain't the man now. Did you forget who won the title, Steven? No, man, no. Wemby is already getting ready to take control. Between him, Anthony Edwards got to play better or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Look, LeBron time is coming to a close, man. You know what I'm saying? He did what he do. He did what he did. We already see that the team plays much better without him. Okay? He did what he did. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I think he had 16 or whatever, but his time is coming to a close, man. Wemby is straight. The award is just too stacked for him to be dominant. 40 points and 50 L is not going to cut it. Oh, my goodness. Hey, K Dizzle, I'm glad you're in here. Tell me a time when Shaq led the league in blocks. I'm talking about the NBA, not the SEC. When did Shaq lead the league in blocks? I'll say it for you, never. In the words of Bubba Dub, never. Okay? When did Shaq lead the league in rebounding? I'll wait for you to respond. Never. Oh, no. What my point is? Don't start early in the morning. Because now I really got to flame your ass. Okay? Look, you sitting up in here talking about, oh man, he too light in the eyes. He can't do this. That, you act like Shaq came in automatically taking his team to the playoffs and shit like that. You act like Hakeem was doing that shit. Hakeem was missing the playoffs. Shaq was consistently getting swept in the playoffs. You got to give it time, man. But the fact that he led the league in blocks, he did something that Shaquille O'Neal ain't never did in his rookie season, man. You had like Alonzo Mourning came in automatically gelling with LJ and shit like that. It took time. You had like David Robinson automatically came in, you know what I'm saying, taking the team to the championship. No, it took time. Shit. He ain't never led the league in rebound, never led the league in block shot, never did none of that shit. He couldn't stretch the floor like Wemby does. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Wemby, for all that shit that y'all talk about Wemby and stuff like that, that nigga footwork is amazing to be his size. Shaq had incredible footwork, I'll give you that. But let's go ahead and let's talk about Shaq for a minute. He was lazy. Okay, he used the season to get in shape. You never had to worry about that with Hakeem Olajuwon. That's why he's my starting center. You never had to worry about that with Will Chamberlain. You never had to worry about that with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You never had to worry about that with some of the classic bigs that you see, Artis Gilmore, all that other stuff. Yeah, let's go back. Let's talk about real big men. Yeah. Not. Oh, it's too soft. Wemby is not soft by any means. Go look how many games he played. But then go look at Joel Embiid. You see Joel Embiid, you praise him and give him props and all this other shit. He's been in the league 10 years, ain't accomplished shit. So that's my motherfucking point. He's only 2 years in. You act like he gonna come in automatically. Nigga, he didn't have any fucking weapons around him. He doesn't know the fucking NBA game. Shit, but I guarantee you, go play pickup basketball with a guy 7'4" that can cross you up, that can Euro step on you. I don't know how tall you are, but nigga, you 7'4" and already taking a step to the basket. He only needs like 3 steps. You do know that, right? And all he needs to do is just cock that motherfucker back, nigga. It is night. But you saying this nigga, oh yeah, man, it's not gonna cut it. He got CP3 there. He gonna pick his brain. He got a whole bunch of athletic niggas around him. Okay? I can't wait to see him and what's it called? Zach Edey. I can't wait to see them guys face up against one another. And we got to talk about Zach Edey too. You act like Zach Edey is a finished product. He got a lot of stuff he got to work on. He can't get out on the perimeter like Wemby does. He's nowhere near a better shooter than Wemby is. He still plays with his back to the basket a lot. He got to have a better face-up game. He still got a lot of stuff, but I like Zach Edey. Felt like he should have been higher in the draft, of course. You know who else I'm gonna piss you off with? 2K Dizzle, who I think should be in the league, who I think is way better than a lot of these bigs up in here now. If you give him time, DJ Burns. Yes, I said it. DJ Burns from North Carolina State. Who's winning in one-on-one? With the way that Wemby plays and the way that he shoots, Wemby will win. Now, of course, in the NBA game, if you feeding Shaquille O'Neal, in the post, I'm talking about, like, realistically, like Shaq would annihilate Wemby in the post. Okay, but of course we're gonna do that. We don't know where this guy is. Let him develop. Let's see where he is when he's 26, 27 years old. Shaq got destroyed by Hakeem Olajuwon. Do you not remember that? How many games did they win in that finals, K Dizzle? Against Hakeem Olajuwon. How many games did the Magic win? With him and Penny. How many games did they win? You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, I look at the game different. Hakeem Olajuwon didn't need to muscle his way all the time. Guess what? He was finesse. Did you see that? How that motherfucker was making David Robinson miss K Dizzle? Remember, hey, K Dizzle. Hakeem Olajuwon wasn't wearing no Nikes. He wasn't wearing no Adidas. He wasn't wearing no Converse. He wasn't wearing no goddamn. He wasn't even wearing AM1s. That motherfucker wasn't wearing no Reeboks. You know what he was killing David Robinson, your MVP in? You know what he was killing him in? Spaldings. You know that shit that you buy from Payless, that shit that I had to wear, that I got clowned on in school? Yeah, he was killing them in Spaldings. Yeah. All this shit. Oh, he's so dominant. He's so cut up. He's so ripped. He's the MVP. Man, Hakeem was like, nylon, not night. Yeah, you bringing a name. Wemby is bringing his game. And Shaq always been jealous. He always been jealous. He been jealous of Dwight Howard and shit like that. He mad because Dwight Howard was winning Defensive Player of the Years and shit. Won 3 of them. Right. Nah. They ain't get no game. you know them H-Town Rockets wasn't gonna lose. Man, they wasn't gonna win. Nigga, they wasn't gonna win against no goddamn Hakeem, against a Robert Horry, against a Sam Cassell, against a Vernon Maxwell, against a Scotty Brooks. They wasn't gonna win against a Kiss of Death Mario Ellie. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't gonna win against a Kenny the Jet Smith, knock need but still giving you a 3. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't gonna kill. Man, they wasn't not gonna kill them. They were not gonna win against them. Yeah, Otis Thorpe, Carl Herrera. Damn, that nigga went way back. Carl Herrera. Man, they was not beating them, man. They were too young. They were too young. Shaq did not, like I said, and that's my point. CK Dizzle, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Shaq had to learn. He had to learn, man. For as dominant as he was and all the dunking that he was doing, Hakeem had to show him, look, hey, I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? And Hakeem did the same thing to Ewing. Hakeem did the same thing to David Robinson. Hakeem did the same thing to Dikembe Mutombo. Hakeem did the same thing to Alonzo Mourning. Hakeem did the same thing. All these goddamn bigs and giants that was in there, man, Hakeem was destroying all of them. I agree with you, K Dizzle. I agree with you on that one. Now the other capping that shit you were saying, you know, about Wemby, I disagree with you. Like, listen, I don't take anything away from Shaq. Shaq was a monster, 3-time Finals MVP, a terror, an absolute nightmare. Okay, but Shaq, Kobe said this out of his own mouth. Ted knows this, Cypress knows this, Steven knows this, and you know this as well, because you know the game, you know the sport, K Dizzle. Kobe said in their conversation, and he told him to his face, that one-on-one conversation that they had before Kobe had passed away. He said Shaq could have been greater than what he was, and we all know that. Shaq did not take care of his body like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shaq would come in out of shape and use the season to play his way into shape, man. While Kobe was in shape, while Kobe was sitting there and doing the stuff that was necessary for him to do to stay afloat throughout an entire 82 game course season. And that's a good point too, Chad. Like you look at Boston, their formula is continuing to work. I think they were one away shy from the record or something like that, from the 3-point record. But I don't think Joe Mazzulla was really concerned about that. Joe Mazzulla wanted to make a statement. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, especially Jason Tatum, he's coming back for vengeance. He wants to show, okay, you didn't give me no playing time, Coach Kerr. I'm gonna bust everybody's ass now. Like Shaq said last night on the Inside Guys, I like what he said. He said you got to play with the chip on your shoulder, like you got something to prove. Like you got to go. You got to have some sort of motivation coming back the very next season. Everybody was doubting their championship the first season, saying that, oh, if it wasn't for injuries and all this other stuff, well, now you got that motivation. Then you also got the motivation of, okay, yeah, I didn't really get to play in the Olympics. Then you also got the motivation that nobody really looked at Jaylen Brown for the U.S. Olympics. Man, it's a lot of shit, a lot of motivation that they could use. Like I said, man, going back to Wemby, he gonna be a nightmare, man. He gonna be a nightmare. Is he a Shaquille O'Neal? No, he's not. Is he a Will Chamberlain? No, he is not. Is he Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe Mutombo? None of these guys. Nah, he hasn't accomplished none of the stuff that he does. But do he got a shitload of potential? Yes, he does. To me, he's already better than Rudy Gobert. You think AD would be blocking 7-4 on him like that? Nah, Wemby would have made at least some sort of move. Rudy Gobert don't even got no offensive repertoire. Come on, man. Is that now Joe's team? Nah, it's a little bit of it's a little bit of both. Joe Mazzulla, he had to prove himself. You listen, they got out of kind of a little bit of what of what Ime Udoka was doing, and it kind of turned into more offensive. You got to think about it. What's it called? Ime Udoka is more defensive minded. You know what I'm saying? But he was up under. Listen, you got to think about it. That's the Popovich. He's got a Popovich type of mentality. You got to think about it. Ime Udoka, who was he under? He come from under the Popovich tree. So it is Joe Mazzulla's team, though. You know what I'm saying? I got to give him that. But yeah, he did. He laid the foundation somewhat. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Ime Udoka did, because they did get far. You know, they made it. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't capitalize. Yeah, Joe Mazzulla, man. I doubted him in the beginning. Now, sometimes I'll say this, K Dizzle, and everybody knows this. I think Chad heard me say this. I question his adjustments sometimes, especially earlier last season. Hold on one second, y'all. You said Wemby needs a guard for the future. He already got a guard. He got Castle. He got Castle. He got Sohan. He's got a lot of guards. See, you got to look at the roster, man. Um, he's got dude Kelvin. So yeah, man, like you said, he outcoached Jason Kidd. Yeah, he did. And see, Jason Kidd fucked up, man. Jason Kidd, listen, man. As much as I like Jason Kidd, I fucks with Jason Kidd now. He fucked up a lot, man. But one of the main reasons he fucked up, man, he didn't use one of the most valuable weapons that you could have used in Tim Hardaway Jr. But I know a lot of people are angry, man. Believe it or not, man, a lot of people are angry, man, that the Lakers won, man. they want something because they want to come on here, man. Oh man, they want to come on here, man, and absolutely destroy them. Um, listen, they're mad on both ends. A lot of niggas is mad because they wanted LeBron to be fucking up the game and all this other stuff, man. And then LeBron fans are mad because LeBron didn't really have like as much imprint on the game like that. So they mad on both ends, man. Me, I'm just listen. You got to be able to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Now is JJ Redick Pat Riley or some shit like that? Nah. I mean, it's the truth, Ted. Like, they mad on both ends. They want to come on here. They want to be like, oh, man, F LeBron. Man, you see, man, I told you. You see. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie. I would have did it too. But, hey, I'm able to give credit to what credit is due. But I will say this. It's a long-ass season. We got 81 more games, plus we got the NBA Cup or whatever in season tournament, whatever the fuck that shit is, man. Oh, stupid shit they came with. So MLS bullshit, World Cup shit, goddamn volleyball pool. But like I said, man, that that situation with Minnesota and the situation with New York, they gonna have a lot. They got their work cut out for them. And let's just hope that what's it called, Julius Randle doesn't get hurt, man. Let's just hope that he don't get hurt. Cause if he gets hurt, that's a wrap, man. And I'm even talking about with little knick-knack injuries. Okay, I'm talking about little knick-knack injuries. I'm talking about with uh, something bothering him or something like that, man. DeAndre Hopkins, he's gonna make a man. That's a huge lift for Kansas City because they see what's going on over there with Baltimore. They want to be well equipped. Listen. Let's just be real, Ted. Everybody wants to see. Um, everybody wants to see the Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what everybody wants Lamar Jackson to get his get back. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, two black quarterbacks, of course, again. And everybody wants to see, of course, two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl too again too. I mean, we would like to see. I would love to see uh, a Jaden Daniels versus a Lamar Jackson's Super Bowl. I would love to see that, or a Pat Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts or some shit like that. Now we talking about football. You don't want to talk about basketball no more. Now we talking about football. You got Baltimore over KC. Nah, I got KC. Look, shout out to Derrick Henry, D Hen, what he's doing and stuff. I said that he's better than AP, but listen, man, they have a formula, man. Like Kansas City can make the game ugly, or they can make the game pretty, man. And Patrick Mahomes can kill you in a multitude of ways, man. But the thing we gotta be concerned about. My main concern is about Mike Evans. We got Mike Evans out, and we got Chris Godwin out. We're losing. We're gonna likely lose. We're gonna lose Chris Godwin for the year. Mike Evans is out until week 11 after the bye week. So that's my concern. Yeah, he his hamstring. He had a messed up hamstring, man. Well, my fault, yeah. We had my fault, yeah. We had McMillan, and we got Palmer. We got Jalen McMillan and Palmer. But those guys, man, were second and third stringers. Mike 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 Evans, of course, is the number one, and Chris Godwin is the number two. A lot of people see Chris Godwin as the number one. Like I put to you like this, Ted. A lot of people see um, they see it like Brandon. It's like a situation with Brandon Ayuk and Debo. Kind of that situation you got going on. But yeah, man, that's a big letdown for us, man. At the wide receiver position, bro. But there's no excuses. I mean, this is listen. Like we got to look at like this is how I look at it, right? This is what we got to understand. Despite Kansas City being 6-0, despite them being 6-0, they they're still winning with a lot of injuries. You got to think about it, man. They got guys out too, and Pat Mahomes is making a way out of no way. That's why everybody's talking about this MVP stuff with Lamar Jackson, but you got to look at what Pat Mahomes is doing this season. They're undefeated, and um, from what I know, what's the name hadn't really been playing that good. Travis Kelsey hadn't been playing that good. Travis Kelsey don't have no touchdowns. Travis Kelce don't have no touchdowns. Travis Kelce was used to getting a lot of targets. He's been getting like maybe 2-3 targets or something like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though they lost their running back too, Isaiah. They lost him. You know, like, these guys are making a way out of no way, and they're doing it with defense. Like I said, they're doing the same shit they did pretty much last year. Yeah, Kelce getting up there, man. Kelce getting up there. I think once he got that record and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, he felt like, and then Taylor Swift done came in there and stuff like that. And I didn't like how he went. Like, man, I was disappointed in Travis Kelce because I like Travis Kelce, man. Like I said, man, I met him. I met him when he came out here. They was at a steakhouse. But and I didn't even know who he was at the time. I didn't really follow him like that. This was a while back, man. But then I seen him on a McDonald's. I seen him on a McDonald's commercial or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they had to remind me, hey, that's the guy that we met. Yeah, he's still young enough to really, he's still young enough to do it. I give Kelce maybe 2 more years. I mean, just playing, I could give him about 2-3 more years. But as far as him being that elite guy, unless he do something, you know what I'm saying, remarkable or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, he coming to a close. I didn't want to see that, you know what I'm saying, but I fucks with Travis Kelce. I don't have no problem with Travis Kelce, man. Yeah, man, he good dude. Now, is he on the level of Gronk? To me, he's always been more durable than Gronk. But thing about Gronk was just, he just knew what the fuck he was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, with Tony Gonzalez, he just, it was his squad. You know what I'm saying? And with Shannon Sharp, Shannon Sharp, like, when I look at tight ends, man, I look at cream of the crop, man. I look at Shannon Sharp. I thought Shannon Sharp was better than Tony Gonzalez. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Gronk in the red zone. But see, the only knock on Gronk was, injuries and stuff, man. But that motherfucker got a hell of a personality, though. You knew Gronk was going to be Gronk in every damn commercial. Gronk in WWE. Gronk with the Paul brothers. You know what I'm saying? With Jake and Logan Paul and shit. Gronk everywhere, man. Gronk is one of those guys, man, that you really would want to have a party with. Yeah, he ran like a wide receiver. He did. And he was in phenomenal shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why like people be clowning Shannon Sharp and shit like that, man. You had a lot of motherfuckers that wanted to be like Shannon Sharp. Everybody wanted to be like, in terms of their physique, nigga, everybody wanted to be like Shannon Sharp and Terrell Owens. Everybody wanted that type of physique, that that V, man. You know what I'm talking about? They wanted that V. And Shannon Sharp, man, in his prime, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, that motherfucker was a workhorse. But yeah, Gronk, one of them guys, man, that you just chill, that you chill, you know what I'm saying? He might go get 2 kegs of beer, you know what I'm saying? Call over the friends, play beer pong, had a PS5 going. smoke a little smoke. Hey, nah, they wouldn't be. Hey, they had a hookah going. They wouldn't be doing blunts. They be doing bongs and bowls and shit, or rolling up a joint. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, man. I'd have been to a few white parties, man. They do things a little different, man. And look, when they be doing drugs, they're like, yeah, let's do it. Sure, why not? Go ahead, try it. Oh, hell no. Get that shit out my face. I went to a party one time, man. And there was like a lot of white folks there. And man, these guys was up in there, man. They was snorting lines like it was nothing in that motherfucker, man. They was snorting lines, and it was like back to business or whatever. Come on, bump it straight. I'm like, hell no, man, get that shit out my face, man. They wanted me to snort. I was like, hell no. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they didn't want any fighting or nothing like that. And see, when they did fight, like I've been to a white party. If they did fight, they would do it, and they'd be like, yeah, if you're gonna fight, just go ahead and get it over with. That type of shit. But it wasn't like, no, oh yeah, we're gonna grab the guns and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that, man. Man, I saw these two guys, man. They were two white dudes, man. And they got into it. I forgot what the fuck they got into it over, man. But they were drunk, of course. Two big ass white dudes. One was like 6'4", 6'5". The other one was like 6'6", man. And they were like, just pushing each other, shoving each other, or whatever. But they were like really good friends or whatever. Man, these guys, man, I come back there or whatever. This was like when I was at school. Man, these guys were beating the shit out of each other. I think they were in the same. Fraternity too. Man, these guys were beating the shit out of each other. He was like, nah. They do that all the time. Like, just beating the shit out of each other, man. You would think that, they really hated each other. Nah, the next day they'll be or something or whatever. So I try to, be cool, man. Like, and they would invite me to shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of it I go, some of them I wouldn't. But you better believe I'm going with a group. I'm going with a group of people or whatever. They be like, who's your friend? No problem. Come on in. They come in there, man. They're snagging all the girls because it wasn't too many of us in there. They snagging all the girls. They're like, wow, who is this? But I knew how to gel. I knew how to gel with both. But there was not. I can't say that. It was one situation I ran into where it was a dude there, man, and he was on that racist shit. You know what I'm saying? He was on that racist shit or whatever. And the guy, believe it or not, man, the guy took up for us. He said, man, and it was a white dude, man. He had a party. He said, man, we're not going to have that shit here. Get the fuck out of here. He was telling another white dude, get out of here. Like, taking up for us, man. He was like, yeah, that's, he's cool with me, so fuck you. And I was like, damn. He's like, hey, you guys want some more beer? But you have some guys like that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like to get up here and cap, because I had white. I had white teammates. You know what I'm saying? Had a few white friends. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the, they people would invite me over to their house and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the people that would invite me over to their house and stuff like that, they were real, real cool. The people that you could sit in the living room with, and they'll ask you questions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Da 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 da, all that other stuff. Or if they needed my help with something or something like that. Because you never know who you might meet. They might work somewhere, and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, that's straight right there," or something like that, or that's such and such, or you might get into a spot. And look, I'm gonna say this before I go. There's some white folks, man. Not all of them, right? Not all of them, but there's some that'll be quick to rush if you need a tire changed, or you got stuck on the side of the road. They'll help you out before you try to flag down your own brother, man. You always talk about buck dancing. Nah, man. Not at all. Cause I know I brought a guy, man. I took him to a black club, man. But he wore what he wore. He was a straight like cowboy. But nobody fucked with him. And the thing about it is he loved black women though. He like black females. A lot of people didn't know that about him. He would have man, one time, man, this girl tried to talk to him. It was a white girl, and he told her straight up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't talk to white girls." Yeah, I mean, this is coming from a white dude. You know what I'm saying? He said that straight up. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and get up out of here, man. Straight to the point. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den boxing community. Until then, I'll holler at y'all later. All right.